Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of We Look at Stuff and Talk About It. This is going to be a new video series I'm starting where we just look at stuff and talk about it really quick. So let's just get right into it. Today's video we're going to be talking about the two new promotions Rare has released for Season 16 of Sea of Thieves. So looking at this first image here, we have the Reaper's Rules in the top right. I'm not a huge fan of that. To me, it looks kind of comical rather than piratey, but whatever, it's just the title, who cares? If we look at these 5 pirates, I was looking for new cosmetics because I love cosmetics. It's like one of my favorite things in any video game. Starting left to right here, I see there's this one person's wearing like a metal mohawk and then a weird gimp mask and then maybe some obsidian bone sword. Moving over to the next person, they have I don't know, leather bandage clothes. That Reaper's mask is pretty cool though. I know we got the partial Reaper's mask, I think last update or something, and then the Skelly Curse has had one for a while. But yeah, that's cool. I like that. The middle person, I'm not too familiar with the clothing, like the Reaper's costume, but I think it's just the same. I don't think it's anything new. The next person, the only thing of interest I really see is the keys hanging off their belt. And then the person to the right is also wearing, in my opinion, just kind of I don't know, nothing special. The cosmetics, either way, pretty tame. But if we look to the right here, there's this weird cannon thing next to a Reaper's chest. We'll add more onto this later. Moving on to the second thing they released. They released the, what's it called? Title screen. This is it. Moving, once again, we're gonna do left to right so we get to the cannon last. The bottom left here, we have this weird vase with a Reaper's mask on it. I feel like this is probably just a piece of treasure. I kind of feel like it's an urn, like there's someone's ashes in there. That's how I kind of feel. But yeah, that's about it. Moving on to the next item, I think this is a lantern in the corner. Almost feel like we've got this lantern in game. I might be wrong. Maybe it's just super similar to one that I'm thinking of. As far as I can tell, it's just a lantern. Above that, we have a new skull. This skull is interesting because I think it's just a piece of treasure. I don't think it's anything special. Just because, I don't know, the way it looks, I guess. But we can see the top back of it is cracked open. Kind of like, crud, what's that golden skull called? The super common one, you guys know which one. Has a cool symbol on the forehead, has like a gem in the right eye. Or left eye. Yeah, I got that. I was thinking my right. Anyways, the thing that I find interesting about this skull is it has its jaw still. For the most part, any pieces of treasure for skulls that have jaws are usually specialty. So it's usually tall tail skulls or the Saul of Siren Song or the Ashing Wing skull, that kind of thing. So the fact that it has a jaw is either saying it's special in some way, or, I mean, it's just adding more variety, which I do like. I love the skulls in the game. Honestly, I'd be happy if they added a new skull every single update. Above that, we see a shovel, and it looks like half the shovel is, missing, which is kind of cool, I guess. And then we see that Reaper's chest again, and hidden in the background. Beside it is, one of those coffee things. I don't know what they're called, but in the game, you guys know. There's, the coffee. I think it's called coffers. Coughing baby. I don't know, something like that. And then what I find weird is we have an ancient statue in the middle. I know the last update Flameheart was, or not last update, the last Reaper focused update Flameheart was digging for ancient garbage, so there's that. Now here's where things start to get exciting. So here we have this skeleton guy coming out of the ground. So I have 2 ideas for what this could be, and in reality both of them could be true. The first idea is that this is a version of the new type of skeleton they're going to be adding. I can't remember if it's in the podcast. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, by the way. I can't remember if it's in the podcast or what, but I think they mention it's called Order of the Flame or something. It's Flameheart's right-hand skeletons, kind of, the best of the best. I feel like this could be it, the new versions, or this could be a hint at new Skelly cosmetics. The reason I say both of these could work is I'm thinking back to season, let's see, we're in season 15, 14, 13, season 13 with think it was season 13, with Slimheart Ship. We got the Obsidian Skellies added, and then we also got Obsidian Skelly cosmetics, and they both look the exact same. So I could see them both being the same thing. But looking at the like actual skeleton here, it is awesome. I mean, okay, first we have like molten, like there's like molten metal covering the bones. I love that look. It has that glove with the 2 spikes on it. I don't really care about that, not a huge fan. But the head is so awesome, and here's my thinking. You see the like metal band behind it with the spikes coming off? That looks like it's connected straight to the skull. What this kind of reminds me of is like super gothic religious kind of artwork. Something like Warhammer 40k, like those high-ranking space marines that have the like metal bands above them that make it look like halos in a way. That's what this kind of reminds me of. So I think it looks so awesome in my opinion. Anyways, moving down, we have another piece of treasure, but it's, hold on a second. Oh, maybe this is just the top of that urn I was talking about. It kind of looks like it. Like there's the Reaper's mask on the left side there, and then on the top has a stamp, but this one's like turned over but has the ropes. I think those are the 2 same things. Same with that coffee one beside it. Now it's time for the cannon. So I heard, or I guess I read, in both YouTube comments and the subreddit comments, people were guessing that this might be a mobile cannon, like one that you could pick up and set up. Someone was also theorizing that the Reaper's chest will now carry maybe a special kind of cannonball or something, since it shows up beside the cannon and in the title screen. Pretty cool guess. The part that I do find interesting is we see that metal face on the front, on the top of it, kind of like the chest of rage, which makes me wonder if it'll almost be a flamethrower, like a turret flamethrower. Yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If they release more stuff, I might make a video on it. We'll see. Anyway, see ya on the next one. Enjoy your day, guys.